Hey Hamza, how to start an international e commerce store in 5 steps in 2025.
Okay, so it's really not that simple. You cannot just start a business in like 5 steps, but in your particular case, what I can do is I can list the all the steps required in order to make it as simple as I can for you. So when we have to start an international business, the first thing that we have to look for is selling a product. So when it comes to product selling, the biggest thing that we need to see is that the kind of product we're supposed to sell. We can either manufacture it, outsource it, or we can sell it through drop shipping, or we can, it can be anything. But you need to know the kind of product or the product category that you want to target when starting an international business. The second thing that you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to come up with a business strategy. This is where consultants come in. You can, in some cases, in a very simple cases, do it yourself. But in this particular case, you always need assistance because this is something which will help you to, retain your business and grow it in the longer term. The second is business strategy. The third thing is the target segment. Identify the target segment to whom you will be selling your products. So you analyze your product portfolio, you came up with a strategy. Now you have to find the people, you have to analyze the people that you're going to be selling your products to. So that's target segment identification. Afterwards, the fourth step is to come up with a branding strategy. So obviously, when you have the product, when you know the business strategy, when you've crafted the business strategy, and you are looking, you know your customer. Now you have to come up with a suitable branding strategy of your particular business. You create a brand name out of it, and obviously that brand name will help your business grow in the longer term. Afterwards, the fifth step is coming up with a suitable marketing strategy. So when you have business strategy, you have products, you have marketing strategy, you know your customers, you have to come up with a way to implement all the four of the thing above that I've mentioned. Now, when you have the business strategy, you have the marketing branding strategy, you have the product, and you know your customer segment. You have to come up with ways to advertise and market your products. You need a strategy for that as well. So the fifth step is that. The sixth thing that you would need is an e-commerce store. No matter you're doing your business physically or not, you need to have an e-commerce store because you need to reach your customers globally. You have to plan as well whether you want to function locally or you want to function internationally. Now, the next thing that you need is an LLC formation. If you're already from countries in which you have access to global payment solutions, then you don't need this step. But for countries who are not supported by major payment processing and processors and providers, you need an LLC potentially in UAE, UK, and USA. 95% of our clients did not need LLCs because we're functioning with people, we're working for people across in USA, Canada, and UK, UAE, and Australia as well. But in the other countries where we have expanded our services, we've seen that people are in need of LLCs in order to get access to payment solutions. And the next things are the payment solutions themselves. You need payment providers, checkout providers, gateway providers, need access to that. And the last thing is logistics. You need to come up with a way to obviously deliver your product. It can be locally or internationally. It can be drop shipped by a supplier or you can ship it yourself. You have to come up with this way, whether you need warehousing or not, whether you need fulfillment or not. You need to get the pricing. And in some cases, that also requires LLC, but that's a thing for another time. So these are not 5 steps, a little more than that, but I've simplified them as much as I can.